Good morning. My name is Arlen Lewis. I'm the Senior Training and Development Specialist for Edgewell Personal Care. I've worked at Edgewell for a little over 18 years now. Prior to that, I spent 22 and a half years in the United States Air Force. My job in the Air Force was a weather forecaster. After my retirement in 2004, I began working at Edgewell 3 months later. I have the great honor this morning of interviewing Rod Little. Good morning, Rod.
Hey, Arlen. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. How about yourself?
Couldn't be better.
What was your role in the military?
So I went to the Air Force Academy, graduated in 1992. As I came out, I had my private pilot's license. I was going to be a pilot originally, but there were too many pilots. The Air Force didn't plan that well, or the military didn't plan that well, and so I didn't go to pilot training. And I ended up going into the research and development end of the Air Force, basically to make the Air Force better in the future.
So how do you think that experience changed you?
It gave me a different level of discipline in terms of just knowing what real discipline looked like being in the military. Also, it equally showed me what real teamwork looked like around setting a common objective. Fighting for freedom and defending freedom was the key purpose of the military, as you know. And everybody shared that common objective. So having that common objective clear and then knowing your role on how to ultimately go deliver that objective, I saw that laid out for me in a way that I hadn't seen before. One of the things I took away from the Air Force, and you'll remember this, flexibility is the key to air power. That's one of the things they teach everybody in the Air Force. It's true today more than ever. And when you put that in our context here at Edgewell, one of the things I've always tried to focus on is being flexible, adapting to circumstances around us. You have to remain flexible. And as an individual, you have to be open to some change. And so we have to change with the times. So flexibility is a big thing I took away from my time in the Air Force that I apply at Edgewell every day, I feel like. How about you?
Yeah, I was going to say, Rod, I have the opportunity to, usually the first 1 or 2 days when someone new to the company comes in, I have the opportunity to have a few minutes with them. And with everyone I talk to, I let them know the 3 things that I brought from the Air Force that still work today at Edgewell is be disciplined, be able to come to work as a team, be teamwork, and then as you just mentioned, flexibility.
Teamwork matters. One of the values we have is called own it together. So this idea of be an owner, participate, be in the game, but do it together. We're a team, we collaborate. People get along well here. It's a nice place to work. And so we're a team-oriented culture, and that's something that I feel like I saw what good looked like, and I've tried to bring it here to Edgewell.
So how does working on a diverse team like we have at Edgewell tie into that?
Yeah, diversity I think is really, really important. And again, another thing I had the benefit of seeing firsthand in the military. It's people from all walks of life. When you're going through making a tough decision or making a decision with a diverse group of people, many times you're going to diverge on thought before you end up converging back on the solution or the approach or the path you want to take. And I saw firsthand the value of that divergence before ultimately converging on making, a choice ultimately on what you're going to do. It drove a better outcome.
So Rod, being that we're both veterans, what kind of things do we do at Edgewell to support veterans going forward?
One, it starts with me as a former veteran and my time in the Air Force, like you, being a leader of the company, the leader of the company. There should be familiarity there and comfort as a veteran coming in to the company that we have some shared experiences and some common bonds. We've put Veterans Day back into the holiday calendar. It's an official company holiday. And ultimately, it's a sign of respect towards people that have served. The final thing we've done is we're setting up what we call a teammate resource group. And this is a key focus for us, is to have veterans feel like they've got a community within Edgewell to come together, talk about things that are important to them, and just a group of people that have similar experiences and backgrounds to identify with.
Rod, I'd like to thank you for taking time today to sit here and talk a little bit about how the military affects things here at Edgewell. And I would like to thank you also for continuing to think about how the veterans that we have working currently and the ones we might have in the future, what we can do to support them.
Well, thank you, Arlen, and thank you for your 22 years of Air Force service and the 18 here at Edgewell. Thank you.